Once more, may welcome you Biama and the show so PGH, broadcasting live from Boston, Massachusetts. And I go fiki nyata ekano. Was I had na? It's 34 minutes past 5 p.m. on the Eastern clock. I will say good morning wherever you are, and good afternoon wherever you are, and good evening wherever you are. Couple of weeks, them say na yentunya ni show, a technical issue kakra, but God been so good, it's been resolved, and then we are back on live. So this is Sunday notice out earlier on. I'll go this all by our share program now. The purpose of this platform, they try to be creative balance, and our focal point is on the practice of democracy. Whether state institutions, are more failing, and as state institutions are more compromising or more values. These are the things I've been looking into. Now, there's a lot of issues and you can watch them. I say, what Bruni versus the national security issue. I did President Ebemu hopes na doyenzo Ebemu. Some of us are looking at it from the national security perspective. Say, fairly government, precisely the president. Two, you'll be looking into the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Bawumia, digitization and press conference out here, and its effect on the economy. And also a lot of economic background to AG, which is Godfred Odame versus the Parliament of Ghana. The IGP maintaining order and free speech. In a way, or suppressing Kofobimu right, not only say free speech, certain religious rights has also come under attack. And there's also another conspiracy theory saying the aim or the final goal is to invite His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for investigations. And the moment he got locked up in investigations, it prevents him from contesting the 2024 election, which gives another passage or a safe drive for MPP to retain power. We'll also get into that issue. I thought it was too far-fetched. But him say, Yebeshasa and Semu. Tene yen chakra. Yen quick na yen fa ye panel members no munyina from my board. Ti say what join here, we be starting our share program na my.
Missy Mesha Abafa Wahabia, Kama for a long time. Brother Mesha Abaya, Wayana, Kama, Missy Mesha Abafa Wahano, Oguana, Kama for that job. Nothing is a what you got a baby in a mental, you be done. Abedim Pars, come Kofi Nata. The hustle and a pa on your rabbi to crazy. I had a yanda, and being ya, baby meaning. Fisensa, 1 year you man will be. Ain't in a million, and so me baby dino I don't name me die then amanya me uninya daki I go to some.
All right, Kingsley, let me welcome you. You hold on, I will join your colleagues. I know that now you're trying to quite quick. You're on air, Kingsley. Kofi Kenyatta, I say, a man near Isuru no, and my so. Now, baby, guys, I say, I continue with some meaning once more, me welcome me member, panel members, I know we issue for the past 2-3 weeks, Moon Madika Crazy into a call off, and then we are back. Kingsley. Hello. Kingsley. Kingsley. Edisei. Yes. Kingsley, you are live. Edisei, you are live. Hopefully, I will join us soon. Then Lord could also join us from Ghana. We really need Lord today because economic issue be a PMO with the background. Him so bit more. Unless say moving so economic background, I'm more help you out. Indeed, gentlemen, let me welcome you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Kingsley, how's life been? And I know so officer.
Of course, watching me.
I thought as much. Anyway, let's do this. Let's start from this. I know since our issue it seems it's dead, it's not dead, it's here, it's not there. With the Sewa Bruni versus national security. You know, I want us to look at it from this perspective. You're taking it from national security perspective. Well, Ibimu believes a lady, almost set an armed robbery attack on her. For a citizen to be treated that manner, is it fair? Is it right for the national security to do so? Same information being announced on power. As it stands right now, the national security position hasn't been too clear. They haven't even come out. Say somehow making no cry and I say no cry. Now that aspect is I mean. Most guy, hold on 1 second now. Me join our colleague now. Lord, hold on 1 second. Yo, Kingsley, what line is it? Kingsley.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sorry. Lord Bar something a drop here. Now, young Kingsley, now me start off with you. What the Yabroni issue nearby? Them say it's been about 2 weeks. I hold it for too long, but you look at it from this perspective. As to say, on another encounter and answer that shouldn't be so much concern. But as said, national security, and to me, protected the interests of the nation, where the president is concerned, and certain issues say to me about public. We can say, I go again, like I tainted the reputation of the office. That is why I want us to focus on. I mean, what actually went wrong where the national security is concerned? Because so okay, say president if I go, president if I go. I mean that at that level you are in a zone of morality. I mean, say or committee adultery where you say, even chroma crown, they are deemed as sodomy laws. It doesn't actually they can enforce it, but in most cases they don't. Typical example. I mean, famous presidential aspirant, I mean, Clinton could be too. But I don't want us to get into that aspect. It's been discussed too enough. But you share from national security aspect. I mean, how long see managing president now? I mean, I know my way about one thing because social conversation now, the intent based on what the lady, are bringing out to the public, and even though government hasn't come out so clear on some in its responses to some of the allegations, I believe that now president didn't want some pictures being in your maybe say but the lady didn't have any bad intent to be as a not all share on in another president because two or no, there was nothing between one and another. All right, and, let's do this. Let's see how national security in a fairly country, So Kingsley, we'll be help here with this. With the Kingsley, very brief. One is I would say I'm calling that way. That is CNN type, the Fox News type. Yeah, very short. Yeah, running all the topics on. The other colleagues in be joining here, all my hint to me. So right now I have you and Lord on the line. Lord, here we are. And I may can earlier on say one our strong economic background. Digitalization, over boy on it. Eddie Kingsley, let's hear you.
Oh. All right. So asɛm we mekyɛw before asɛ woyi nana do free man yɛ wode ne ka so so a na yɛtoro kaa bisa
hold your breath. Yes. Let me do this quick for purposes of introduction. On the first images now on top now, the first gentleman in tie, Lord Quay, that's the guest from Ghana, Mr. Kingsley, and also NL Medal, all smiling, the fair amongst all, Kingsley. And on my right is Mr. Eduse from Atlanta, Georgia, and your host, Emmanuel Acheampong, Mr. Namewa down. And the topics are here, national security, Baumia, digitization, and its effect on the economy. AG Godfred Odame versus Parliament of Ghana. The IGP maintaining order and free speech. That is a very interesting topic. I heard him say, more power. So, Kingsley, let's hear you.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to say anything at this point. We'll get to later. All right. We didn't know you didn't do feedback. And yes, but I took a visa. We president now Officially say we convert if you are Bruni free game we free money we are friendly free money. Look, this and the thing about they've tried to spin this as much as they can, but there is too much. There is too much for anybody to try. So in their estimation, let's let it die out. Let's cause mayhem. Let's just bring something up. Let's arrest Susu. Let's attempt to arrest John Mahama. Let's create anything to kill this. But that will not go anywhere than say we will allow the thing to continue. It is unfortunate. It is sad. The president and not it is sad. So Abroni, President Nusiano, from day one, said be a lesbian. President Ministru, you will be Jew crap. I will chop it out of Jesus, let's see what happens. And the president decided that I will try and get this person to come to the saving knowledge of Christ. And they did all kind of things. The girl has enough documentation. She has enough evidence. The unfortunate thing is many of these old people, they continue to think very old. Say, oh, phone now, they are tried. They are maybe on the phone. And to say, oh, we get our food, so I want the phones. And because of our poor technology, I mean, evidence in some of the things that Dr. is doing, purely complete no knowledge, the things so basically will be doing on the phone. So on him say he's in the clouds. And you know, well, the girl says she's coming to Ghana. Let's get her, do something that will just get her phone, get everything, and just move on. And so much has happened. This girl has been very decent about it. I am aware Canadian government has made attempts, has had conversations with the presidency, have had conversations with the so-called national security. And so this is not something that you just jump on and just try to deny. Oh, it didn't happen. Because the more you try to deny, the more the girl drops things. You know, and so just let it play. It was unfortunate. And what is pathetic, and they say, the same MEP, a few of my friends called me, MEP guys, by the way, MEP girls said, guys, called me and said, yes, okay, I'm not saying it because of NDC or MEP, but the country is what we should all think about. One of them I said, when even Tracy Boachi, they didn't even mention Muhammad. She never mentioned Muhammad. You people went to town saying Muhammad. This girl has repeated. Another when I'm a family, clean, clear the president of Ghana, which I mean, we shouldn't talk about the president, we shouldn't talk about him, and we should think about the country. When Muhammad's name was not even mentioned, we say, the point of the matter is that Anado goofed. He goofed. He's an old man who is supposed to have been married to beautiful Rebecca, who will stand in front of TV every day by baby with him. We all know. I'm a man. We all know. Nanado has been doing this a long time ago. The only thing is that she has chopped wrong meat. And the girl has never been someone who has cut out to them. And they didn't realize this girl was taking enough pictures, enough video. And so let's get it out and then we can call her. But from the very day, from before the girl even left Canada, look, this picture, this story, if many of you remember, some of us brought this thing out last 2 years, 2019, when the thing happened, we got details of it already. And that is how come I was able to post the pictures of Hobson Adoe at the hotel 2 years ago, because we knew exactly what happened. And the details that we posted 2 years ago is still there on Facebook, clearly asking Hobson Adoe, how is it that you have a guest? How is it that you booked the hotel in your name? How is it that, and who sent you? Was our question that we asked even 2 years ago. The girl decided not to talk. And we got this scoop long time. It's just unfortunate. There is everything. There is every bit that you could just keep quiet. You could just let it play out. You could have just stayed away from the girl as she asked. You could have just let it go. But everything you stand under for violence is everything. And now we're going to do the same. Now it has become like what the English are. And I think it's the porcupine.
I just say,
The porcupine is like,
who you too personal. Who say the direction I'm a person career? That's not what you did, though. You perceive focus on national security.
There is nothing. You see, what we are talking about there.
Kingsley. You know, such words, yeah, entertaining. Fine.
Look, Abacha, I'm saying to you there, if it would be sad for us to draw our national security, if there is anything called that for a country, to draw it into somebody's personal affair. He used them. That doesn't mean it's not national security matter. He used them. Let us not do. This is our installation. This is our national security we are talking about here. You want me to go after national security for what? What did they do? Are they the one who went and tried to chop the girl? Are they the one who chopped the girl? Are they the ones who the girl recorded? Are they the ones who wanted the phone? Again, I don't want to deal with my national security because that is my national security. That is my national asset. That is the only thing that we have. I don't want to go there. But it is a personal matter. It is Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo who went to chop his head. And he is the one who wanted to save his image. And he used people. Why will I want to? We have a national security, but Nanado have made a kingpin of himself. Why do we want to destroy Ghana national security? Because of one person who can use them as his website person. We don't have a national security today. We've seen how Nanado has used national security in elections. We've seen how he has used them in the Iowa's West Walker. For me, the problem is not national security. And again, this is consistent with everything that I've said on radio. But the institutions are not the problem. The individuals in the institutions or the people who are using them is not a problem. The EC is not a problem. The individuals who are leading the EC and the people using them is the problem. The NDC, MPP is not a problem. The individuals in the MPP and NDC and those who are leading them is the problem. And until we get to the point where we accuse, and the same thing, even our churches, pastors. We have pastors in Ghana who are super rich. It is not action, it is not a service of God that I belong to. It's not Pentecost Church as an institution. It is the individuals who are criminals in them. If you don't go after them, you will mention the big body. Huh? In the US here, we have some laws like the need for care, which, and then of course the opportunity to sue and all of that. But you can only sue the institution. You cannot sue the medical doctor. But I don't know, the medical doctor is not mentioned. But it is the institution who pays the damages. So many of them take protection and solace behind the institutions. And that is what people are doing in Ghana. And you don't do that on matters like this. So I'm saying that I will not be joined in an invitation to vilify my national security because one person decided to use it for his personal tool or decided to use some individuals in a national security. When I do that to Akufo-Addo's Bugri went to a Melchot committee. Recommendations were made. Nana Dodan Akufo-Addo promoted him to a higher level of the national security. Put him in the national security head office. After everything, Double was indicted in a West Ogun case. He is still in national security. He is working at the airport today as we speak. So what are you going after national security for? This is Nana Dodan Akufo-Addo who decided to go and chop his woman. And he is the one who feels that he wanted to save his image by taking a phone. And that is the truth of the matter. I don't know how else to test it and train it and try it. It will not wash. The Supreme Court of Ghana. Yes. The Supreme Court of Ghana is a great institution. But the individuals in there, they are the people that some of us have issues with.
Yes, I understand. Kingsley, hold on 1 second. Let me walk me off our umbrella lines. Offer.
Yes, sir.
What join here? Himself, we elite kakra, but all good. Kingsley, we so all wrap it up very soon with Nana any Bruni issue. I know say it has taken about 2 to 3 weeks. You per se any ending waha. You know, Kingsley conclude on that. Now, Lord, I take you over there. Why? Yeah, now
so my conclusion is.
Go ahead.
My conclusion is let's not give a bad name to our institutions. So the national security, I should not blame them. If Nanado did not go and look for his trouble to go and chop this girl, national security will not be used, or nobody within a national security will be invited. Nanado went and chopped his team, and then in an attempt to clean his name, have pick people from the national security that he wants to use at any time, and send them on a personal mission. Do you see any level? Have you seen any people or the national security force actually this point when attack Klawu Road. No, it is Nanado's job that he came to doing, and he went into. Nanado was the one who took charge of the case. So let's bring Nanado aside. Let us not go after the institution just because he was a guy to say, I will keep it by you. But the fact let's get a little, even if the party is not the President is the one who said, I will keep it by you. The same applies to offer out.
Yeah.
Mute yourself, eh?
Oh, me making noise, right?
Yes.
You're not.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just mute yourself, and then whenever you are ready to talk, mute yourself.
All right.
all right.
You see, and so I am consistent with everything that I say on radio. That the institutions are not the problem. Our parliament can do better. But the individuals who are sitting in parliament today, they are the ones destroying our parliament. Our judiciary can do better. But it is the individuals who are there who allow themselves to be used as is what is destroying us. Our Ghana police, Ghana armed forces, Ghana fire service, they can, that institution is good intended, Yoko, good intended. But the individuals who are leading them and who are being used, they are the problem. Another could have just slip up his dick and decide not to go after this girl. And this would have come as a problem to anybody, let alone for national security or any individual who claim to be national security. And mind you, as of today, we have technically no evidence, absolutely zero evidence that national security attacked this girl. So, why the card they were using was national security meeting. The girl said they told her that there's some way there, these people were national security people. What is the proof? But the proof is that another was the one who was asking the girl. And I don't know we know who is behind them. Let's call a spade a spade. He sent Hossein Adoye, who decided to use people who by chance, maybe some of them are in national security. That card that they use could have actually been possession. All the cards that they use could belong to individual. For all I care, the fact that the person may say national security, there is nothing to prove that my Ghana national security is the one to benefit for this. And I know that Akufo-Addo should just stop chasing girls and stop, especially gay women, stop chasing them. They should zip up his pants and these problems will stop. And when they make a mistake, talk to people and pay them out. Don't go and be chasing and try to attack them to take your phone.
All right, thank you very much, Kingsley. All right, only baby, certain words are Kingsley you see and to us, no, and yeah, acceptable on this platform. But you know, the flow of communication is sometimes very difficult to control the person. But we apologize for that section. Lord. Yeah, let's look at this issue. The same question I'm Busa Kingsley. No, I mean Busa also the same one. Lord, Nani picture AFS now. Okay, Lord, what I'm trying to say is with this issue with Nanane Yabro, you know, I believe you may be limiting it to say national security disappointed. But if you heard what your colleague just said, Kingsley, or just say no. There is nothing wrong with the institutions, you know, they are well-established institutions. But the problem with the institutions here, individuals, women, they manipulate you, and a problem. Because Mimi who say a security breach, say because we share some of the response, even though President admits all kinds, but lady Nagasa question and answers, mono. Who say, or person say, lady wants to say, or post pictures in few minutes and another are aware of it. No friend can I don't know they only pictures about social media or about public. It means no concern. So it means there's a hold on a national security issue. I mean, you focus on. So Lord, how do you take it? And you also coming from Ghana now, how like majority of Ghanaians how did they react to this issue?
Well, first of all, nature is here for not going forward in a quick.
Sure.
Maybe who you say majority of the blame should be given to the national security.
Sure.
I think that this girl or making a submission or say or the private jet or more presidential jet and not movie with the bags alongside whatever. I don't think the national security job to know details of whoever should be on board with the president, because the president is a national asset.
Right.
they are the first supposed to be held accountable. The girl used to meet na private jet. My born search, my in show said that na girl next time. Or then they pick in the phone, square out to try pictures and all of that. That's a serious breach of, anything on the national security part. Because girl, you could the friend said, suicide, the bomb and after the bear. I know, Obekran was say, Nkoma was bombed when Omomano flowers at the day. I won't know. Okay.
Oh, I know, I remember that.
Yes, and this girl was able to fly on the presidential jet to Kumasi as the first one. National security and no detailing of anything. Second, how can this girl have access to? I don't even know if the national security is to allow the president to lodge at the Otunfo's guest house, because that's not where when the president moves to Kumasi, that's not where it's supposed to be.
Oh, but I know the Lord. Okay, go ahead. But I know the out of courtesy be na the amano. Nana the opposition na na oba Kumasi kra okokota ho.
But okay, Yanfan says, he has every right to be wherever he wants.
Okay.
How does this girl have access to that place?
Yeah, but one, and then I hope, sir, this what Kingsley was trying to say, I mean, too far. No? It becomes so inseparable. I say, to me, in poorly lady from Nanado. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like opinion about. Well, let's look at it this way. They are moving together. Well, I say, lady breach the trust of Nanado.
In your opinion about, I don't think that in the United States, Obama and after Biden and after Trump, I bet sorry now I'm more to join the
F1.
What's the name of it? Yes. In the name of Madam Folk. Yes. I've been chatting with the person without the secret. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, the Secret Service will allow that. The whole Okasa, I know, yeah, but
yes, I know.
But don't say yes, so no. It's a massa say yes, because we want the end of the day, they have a standard there. Even before that person will join, the media will have to know. Media no crowd will know, so you wouldn't even make the attempt.
Abacha.
Yes.
Lord, be power to. Let's be fair to these people. Upacha said, Lord, what's me see where Madam Fu, and I'm many walk off me plane, presidential jet, and I'm many one. We are working together. We get to the people standing there, and I said, this is my friend. He's going with me. Abacha is my friend. He's going with me. Then you are telling me, say, and I'm talking, including America. There are levels. So this is my friend. Now you are saying that in front of you there, I'm not going to search. Open your leg, open your thighs. Let's be. Now don't say this is my friend. You do it. You are a person who will try to tell a person to do all of that in front of another. You lose your job. That is Ghana. And again, America is different. America is different. You may lose your job just in making that attempt. Let's be fair to these people. The girl, the national security, what can they do in Ghana? When this man said, "Oh, this is my friend," the same person was in first place. He said, "This is my friend. I wanted to sleep here too. Otherwise, I won't sleep here." Then you say no. Hey, Ghana na hewa no. Minya. That's it.
How I say, okay, America sets the standard. We are trying to also get to that level, that corruption and other things. What you are saying to continue to allow things that are not supposed to be done to go on. Is that how you want the country to be? Yes, that's my friend. But this is a basic protocol. It's not a private jet, and I'm one private jet for Macaulay or whatever his name is. It's president. It's the and yet Green Crown. Who said Omano don't look at on that or arrange for the presidential jet to bring the girl back to Accra? And you are saying that to let these things go just like that.
Oh, No, you and I are on the same page. Oh. I'm only telling you. I'm only saying, does anybody have the gap? Do they have our judges to make that call in Ghana, where a national security person is standing there, and the president of Ghana says, like me, I'm walking in, and I said, this is Abacha, this is my friend. Like, and this person, but I've come to me in the house. We drove in my car together. We go to the airport on the tarmac in my family's car, and I said, this is my friend. He's coming with me. Then he said, sir, I'm sorry, but you raise your hand. I'm saying, again, America, I can live in America. I was one of the fortunate ones who got a gold card to attend Obama's inauguration. With the gold card that I have, I still have to be searched. But the friends, those who were the higher levels, friends of them who were with Barack Obama, they rode with him. When they got to the inauguration, nobody touched them. When they are going into the flight, the Air Force One, nobody can stop them. When they got out of the vehicle, because again, there is a reason why I'm saying this. I'm saying that if they had this national security setting, we were talking in the house. So once the person is in the system, so then I'm sure that at the plane, at the two place, the person is already in the system with the person. So we cannot talk about that part. And so we can't really be outside.
Kingsley, it's like you are being a bit difficult here because institutions, individual, we can't compromise the institution itself. It will take the influence on the people that work in the institution if they are compromising. That is the argument I will make it. But there is a minute, Lord, the person here say, it's difficult to say. Because I was separate. How can you look? I like what Lord said. America no more Ghana. How can say me national security and I say me president security Now me question will be a woody entourage. You can't because you need well-established system. What you say? Well, depend be Lucina Juma as you are saying, Kingsley.
Do you see the people who follow the president to the UN Assembly General of Senator? Do you see the people who follow Ghana's president to the UN Assembly General?
Yes.
Oh, maybe. Even the Samuel they can do who come to the General Assembly. They come to General Assembly meeting. I mean, again, I read by the way, I don't see it. This is what I'm seeing at the floor, and the department from
Kingsley, who break here? What are my lord and you on that topic?
No, sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry,
no problem. Yeah.
Lord, sir.
They are in government. They are working with the government.
Gabi is, which one is Gabi have the government?
In court, you don't know.
Yeah, and I make I know. So you are doing the same thing. In court.
No,
but I don't know whether it's
no, Gabi has a special portfolio. You understand?
Oh, which is legally?
Yes. With of Ghana. You understand? These deals are not all complete. If we in the lawyer and the past of Canada,
oh, it is not true, my brother. Gabi is not a legal. It's not officially any person in Ghana. It's not. And Gabi is a smart guy. He will not be. Gabi doesn't want to be come after. He doesn't want to be. But yes, I think it's like he's talking a lot.
No. Not. I mean, taking. I don't know how. But he's still part of Nanado's legal team.
You mean his private legal team or his presidency legal team? Because I mean those documents are public documents. We all know them.
Right now, Nanado is not a private person.
Oh, the Gabi is not part of it. The president's legal team is headed by Attorney General Godfrey Odami, and Gabi is not part of them. Gabi Achezako is not part of them. My brother, I'm saying that I know the part that he plays for Nanado. But I'm saying that he doesn't see a legal office. He has to earn salary from the government of Ghana. He does not. He himself has said that the different types of his Facebook page and Instagram page that I don't earn salary from government.
All right. Only free platform and Yama Lord and moving on with the submission.
Yeah, sorry.
Lord, already be very young consult Lord.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I mean these people in court are doing something, I mean, for the government something. So if they go to the UN something, I think there will be some sort of benefit for us all. But talk of I don't want to say that blatant or whatever. I mean, it's just not done. It's just not done. If you are stopping your side distance, oh, I mean, when I was young,
don't confess anything here. There is no video.
so when I mean, there are certain places you don't. It's just a no go. And those pictures or whatever, hosting or what following the story, they didn't do him good. I'm a man. This could have happened to me or you or anyone. You understand? So, I mean, on that level, his pictures didn't do him well, and him using the national security in quote again. I don't have anything to say that yeah, it was the national security that robbed the girl.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then the girl too is not stupid. An armed robber would never an almost new distribution. I mean, pickup. That doesn't make sense. To do things. I mean, follow the story, and the girl has been consistent. It's not something that I mean, you understand. She's been very consistent. So I mean, it's just that it should serve as an advice for some of us that can slip ourselves in. We should stop right now before we get to certain places that will bring disgrace to us.
For a time of Adam.
All right, so let's do this.
Abacha, what thing?
I heard that.
For the damn time of Adam, this thing cannot be stopped.
I know. Kingsley, let's do this. Lord, wrap up my nine of Ambra. So of a general chapa.
My rapport.
Yeah, he did.
Offer.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying first off, no. I'm saying.
You
don't capa, but me so me apologize to.
Now, question is saying.
Me say with Nanane ya Bruni issue, no. It's almost like 3 weeks. Ghana so the Sawa Bruni, yeah, Sawa Bruni.
What's the national security now?
Me issues like you focus on say national security ni mum, and I disappointed the republic and has also disappointed the president. And yes, some of your colleagues are also opposing what I'm saying. So in general, what is your view on this?
Okay, thank you very much. My main chair for na main chair also.
You do so.
And you break a cry. The way the whole national security, no. I mean, who is so much disappointed you be?
Oh really?
Because because the fact is that presidential jet, we know who and who is supposed to mount that presidential jet, and we know that the national security manage everything in terms of the presidency, and then with
background. I don't know.
I'm outside to.
And I was mask so.
I see. The fact is, it is the presidency that gives orders. Like Kingsley was saying, who should join. It is a president in the country that there is no way a national security can say that the Wabroni should not join the jet. So, or it could be any other person. This is my friend. Once the president gives the order, said this is my friend and I'm traveling with that person, it will be very difficult for the national security to say, we are my own jet. We can do that. That thing can happen in America here, fine. But in our country, it will never happen. Once the one in authority gives orders, that is what they will follow. So what they are saying. I don't think that finally, you didn't know that you don't have to do this and that. So what they are saying. Okay. And try picture and run about out after the national security way. But most of the national security that were around, I can say most of them are aware say Sahabano ever join the jet because the president gives orders.
Okay.
And I want to mean can say Muma or Banu join the jet because or ancestors join the jet. When the president is asking the person to join the jet. But also what I say.
Yes, I understand you perfectly.
And omu powers all right, but at that level, no, omu powers no enko enim baby abu.
Okay.
Nanado controls all of them. He gave the fiat. Let me put it that way. Let's say what Bruni join the jet. Who national security? What can you do? And that is how the whole thing. I think America say national security. Omun disappointing.
Okay, but offer. You say Nanado is the commander in chief.
Yes.
National security in the air serving. Okay. Even those who are consenting process or banning in the and joining or playing the lady or Sewa Bruni is not above the protocols. So as a multi-member who the do's and the don'ts being around the president.
Yes, but at that particular moment, you know, and I will share the situation in all the national security so they know the sort of person as Sewa Bruni here to the president.
Okay.
So what they are saying.
Okay.
Aha! At least you are a man and something, so you should be able to think fast.
No, I understand.
And then no, until there are any question. So what they are saying. That is how the whole thing happened. And they know very well that Akufo-Addo has something to do with Sewa Bruni. So what they are saying. And they can't delve deeper into their affairs. And the man come after. So what they are saying. You see, after everything, when the thing came out now, Onosusu who said, no, this is what is happening, it's going to affect the whole nation, and that's affecting the presidency. That is when he started giving orders. So what they are saying. And I will share, the lady is very intelligent, like some of my colleagues said. I will share the almost stage, it was the national security that was sent. Now, we share in some lady at a point in time, when they went to the police station somewhere, a policeman was able to confirm, say, driver now or driving or a national security. Meanwhile, the driver disguised himself, said there be or just a driver to a company. So what I said, the name of the company of Isuswa, you see, oh, car, and I see main driver, and I say anything. But when they went to the police station, a policeman was able to give a testimony, says, that's why we say what they are saying.
All right, over. Let me say why in very short of my only be. You say, Lord, I had you be here. Second topic, you're looking into His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia, digitization, its effect on the economy. Meaning, say, Lord, oh, background, strong background in economics. Really, Lord, help you, Kakra.
Dr. Bawumia, with digitization.
Yes. I mean, if you must say, okay, go ahead. Would educate here? Just educate us on this issue. Don't take a stand. Just educate us.
Me who the corporate bias today. On 2015, I think, is it 2014 and 2015. Oh yeah, visiting professor for Central University. Oba, I think the bailout with the anchor hold. IMF bailout, the anchor hold, right? Oba, let's say 150 something economic stuff that is a way forward. Or
there were suggestions. There were economic policies or suggestions.
Yes, suggestions on a way to get away from, in quote, shackles that we had locked ourselves into. And see, way the friend said 4 days ago after the program, assassin said, if I made notebook and then we record the pen, I made the snatch. He said, no, the man where you there's something going on that, like, some of us are not privy to. So my family pen me notebook. Mbabe resistance I Babeka. Now, I should say, yeah. I mean, these are the things that are actually going on, but we are not seeing anything and stuff. Papa, let's say 115 guides or points concerning 115 points. Now, out of the 115 points, it was just number 2. May the second point, and no one may say or can be with regards to how the economy was going, and it had nothing to do with how the economy was going. Propaganda, kind of say propaganda. Now, or kind of I mean, there's 15% of we are getting near to a single digit inflation and exchange rate is depreciate. It's I know all kind of. In the whole say, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Where now me you should know. I don't think that it's good for the platform. It's the main part.
All right, that's okay.
Number 2, no kind. I was waiting. I said, if you're that can be. In my pay attention after no, and son, I may bet the way no. Make not slides not go through. But the number 2 are all the propaganda say 15% single digit inflation, whatever. Now, I know my main can't want them because it doesn't make sense. All kind of crowd, no. Yes, it doesn't make sense. Maybe I made the best sense. But comparing the 2 of them, or no, how I know who compare or no, and they John Mahama, time I John Mahama, vice president back 2010. John Mahama grew the economy at 8.6%, right?
Educators.
I mean, during that time.
You say your area until I make us a boy.
Hello?
Yes, Lord. Me say your area until I say help us.
Yeah, so like I was saying, John Mahama grew the economy at 8.4%. That's the economy minus oil. That time there was just one oil field. That's a 2 big, right? It was grew at 8.4%. This time, as at 2020, our no year vice president, to now the economy is still being good. If you check the figures, it's still 8.4 plus that. So as you say, there were 3 oil fields.
Yes. There are 3 blocks.
Abacha.
Yes, we have 3 blocks. Yes, be to your Lord.
Yeah, so say there were 3 blocks. Okay, but 2010, we are also on your competent, to 2020 to 2021. We are still growing an economy at 8.4%. And you want to tell us that you are doing a very good. So be then a bonus. Now, answer, yeah. Now, we turn to another topic that's the digitalization of whatever economy. Economy, whatever. Minister of Communication. I feel, what has it got to do with you? Your vice president Nana only economic background.
Yeah.
And Farina, yet the Obia or yet economic person. After the what die economic, crying out to say, be a pharmacy, be the bed,
e-commerce,
Gary and no, so therefore economy go say, and you may me say from TUC to I think Bokum lights out. You understand? E-pharmacy as a den, and I say e-health as a debate. I know if a Koswa any doom lighter, light burner will be a benya at the access in it. e-pharmacy, no, and I say e-health, I say whatever. About okay.
Lord, me too, ba.
It
I'm following. That's why I'm
what's
interjecting.
basic things that what's that on yet, and e-debe na e-health. E-health, back in 2010, and then a lightweight for contract. So ammonia, something like that. It me a migrated a year we tried to say. I hear all the obia the okase omoye. You bear migrated obia from the paper into the obekan say obeko ebia kolebu obedu kolebu now call must the confanoche obeko akonya o card and that's information or honor. We started it as way back as 2010. Okay, I say. Now Obaya Obi project. She say on time Matt required to say
Acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement. What say you are the first in the whole debate in Africa and a debate. Hey, that's a GPS system. How what access to it? Almost access to WhatsApp. Open the location to say I'm send you say the amount of the location. The location was there for free. Wow, also economics. You are very, very smart at doing things. Are there free? Go I'm free. Over $2 million for an app that is already in the system.
All right, Lord. Yanko Kingsley, so because Kingsley so wants an IT background, kakra. Kingsley, digitization and its effect on the economy.
Same way the Nanka. I mean, you see the way. Hey, Lord, I'm Papa. This is the guy is a good boy. Was our breast? You are trying to do economic analysis of the whole matter. Let me see. Unfortunately, well, it's not that. I will do the best. Abacha, I saw my Lord kind and then from Dr. Bob. I took my time and listened to his lecture. Nyansa Baku crying. Abacha,
you don't always start a presentation with that. Well, yes, sir. No matter the relevant points out of the catchy thing becomes.
Oh, let me. You see, when I make an allegation or when I make a preamble, I will defend it. I will start. You see, the dangerous thing to us is we don't try to call a spade a spade. Okay. But Baumia started his presentation and gave basics. One of the basics was that David Malpass, the United Nations guy who appeared at G7, in his statement said that without digitization, the world's economy was not going to continue to survive. And a country that does not do this is lacking behind. What Dr. Baumia said, quoting David Malpass, is a lie. It is a lie.
A quotation?
What's it?
Quotation in Acheampong.
Yes, Acheampong. Because when David Malpass mounted the podium to speak, he said, let me re-quote what Queen Maxima of Holland said.
Right.
And the statement was made by Maxima, Queen of Holland, to the G20. So first of all, and I'm saying this very carefully because that is the problem with our country. But the fact that I say that, the Bible says in John 3:16 that for God so loved the world that he gave it only because they said, when you are quoting this, you don't say that Kingsley said. You never do that. And if you're an academician and you are smart, you never do a thing like that. David never made that statement. David referred to the statement that was made by Queen Malpass. And if Baumia can start his whole presentation on that preamble, and that preamble is false, then we are doomed as a country. Now, Dr. Baumia went on. He mentioned so many things. Unfortunately, where I am, and thanks to you, I don't have my documentation. But I will go one by one. Dr. Baumia said that they have introduced a passport filling system online, which is not, they didn't introduce it, well, started by Japan, but that is not even the point. But if you introduce a passport system online, that you can fill your passport from wherever you are. And remember you mentioned Bronga Hafo. You can fill the form from your house, and even if you choose a courier, because of the advent of GPS technology, the courier can deliver your passport back to you in your house. Abacha, that is Ghana. Abacha, let me ask you a straight question. In America here, can you even fill a form online and get your passport in your house?
Why not?
In America here, under John Mahama, under John Mahama, the non-digital system under Mahama, you can fill the form and they will post your passport to you. I did it here in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Today, as we are speaking, you can call the embassy tomorrow if you like. And of course, you know, I spoke to my friends, you know, the guys who are in charge now. So let's not mention it. I spoke to one of them even this week. The very one, you know, the one I was already with very long. I spoke to him even this week. And I said, oh yeah, even if you are in Seattle, today in America, if you want a passport from Ghana Embassy, you have to fly to New York or DC to do your passport.
Yes.
Even in America. As you and I speak right now, you see, perfect. Because a friend of mine, I can mention her first name, Letitia, I will not mention the last name, looking for passport in September, had to go all the way to DC. And 6 weeks after, I guess, 6 weeks today, and still her passport is not even in. Under the manual system of Mahama, I sat in my room, I applied for my passport. My passport is issued by in DC, and I still have it. 2016. Is it 2016? Yeah, at least part of 2016. So my passport is dying in 2026. I didn't go to the embassy. I didn't have to go there or do anything there. This girl came to America with a biometric passport for issue from Ghana. Biometric features are still there. But even in America, you can't even sit online and get a passport. Because I'm going to lie to the people of Ghana that you can fill a form and without appearing at the passport office, your passport can be sent back to you in Ghana.
But you see, that's what... But Kingsley, opposition, has there been any response or issues?
There have been several. You see, there have been several responses. Right? We have spoken. I was on the OKS and I spoke.
I understand. These are individual ones. I'm talking about.
He has spoken.
Oh, he has. Okay.
Oh, but you see, and the good news is that you see, and that is what we think that Lord is doing. I don't want to believe that Lord is. But I don't think that Lord needs the NDC or the MPP to tell him that. For example, if I'm asking about it's not saying that now you have that even a company is callable immediately. Can you know that? You don't need anybody to tell you that. For example, the e-commerce. Maybe Brian Ghanaian, as at right now, is buying a drug from Clover. In Ghana today, Glovo, whatever, Lord may know it better. It today are buying some medicine already in Ghana. Dr. Babamese said they're about to introduce. Dr. Babamese said they're about to introduce ECD. Momo.
Oh, I know Momo. Oh, MTN Momo.
Momo is physical cash. Physical cash, Anna.
No. Sir,
is it electronic?
Yeah, it's electronic. Say near you. Say be a me no wa. Me wa MTN number. Me send him out CCR on Sabeka. The answer my
is it not electronic money? Is it not electronic money?
It's an electronic transaction.
The unfortunate is that Dr. Bamia is not even intelligent enough to know. And he said that in serious. You can get presentation is on YouTube. It's about 1 hour, something minutes or about 2 hours presentation. If you on YouTube, go to Ashanti University, you'll find it. I took my time and listened to the whole thing. Dr. Bamia said, in 2 years, the Bank of Ghana is about to ECD, so that all these things about fake money would be a thing of the past. Just have to press button and just pay your money and pay. Do you remember when we introduced eSwitch in Ghana?
Yeah, eSwitch. Yeah.
We introduced eSwitch long ago. Those were all attempts. Yes.
Yeah. Nothing. Yes. University time, nothing there, but eSwitch.
Yes.
It is.
But Dr. Bamia doesn't know that. Only he doesn't know in Ghana. And you see, unfortunately, I don't remember all every single point. But take any point Dr. Bamia made here, it was a fallacy oil. Again, let's talk about interoperability. The first country to start it in Africa was Tanzania. The second country was Kenya. But obviously, it has never happened anywhere in the world before. Ghana is the top buyer. What kind of disingenuous test is this? What kind of myopic thinking is this? Dr. Bamia, you see, and he made statements. For example, Dr. Bamia said, "We are giving you a unique address, such that every 1 square inch in your of every place has been given address in Ghana." Apart from 1 square inch, and again, it is a representation. Go and watch. 1 square inch being how many square inches is your bathroom? It's your house not at least 2,000 square inches.
Yeah.
So Dr. Bamia is telling me that he gave 2,000 addresses to your house alone. That is not true. But if it's 1 square inch, it is about 25 each side. But Dr. Bamia doesn't even know. And so he made this statement, and then he will be laughing. Then he will be laughing. A friend of mine told me this, I said, nothing pisses me off like when he made a statement, then he laughed at his laugh. You see, Dr. Bamia in his presentation, preambled it by saying that, some people may even say that I have run away from the economy to digitization. No. I bet did you hear that part?
No, I listen. Say lately, say honestly, lately, on back out to P. Unlike some opposition, anything this phrase, but that was maybe understanding me.
Okay. Abacha, let's analyze that phrase a little. About the departure, what did we employ Dr. Bamia to do? Who is the head of the economic management?
Yeah, he is. And he's the chairman of the police council. So as a president, as a vice president, Kingsley, let's do this. Over 2 strong responsibilities, over security responsibilities, and also assigned to be the head of the economic management team. It's not a joke. But on say, what's a Ghana? A lot of insecurity issues. But I'm going pay attention more to the economy because of unemployment and hashipaba crew more. But what say about me very well? At time I'll make his statement from my understanding. What Baumia was trying to imply and say, and yes, the economy is bad. Ain't a mountain and cano. Name ain't a mountain and cano or too much to me. He's trying to tell us too much responsibilities. What must I say?
Abacha. Dr. Bamia confessed yesterday. On what journey for economics. Now, Juma Bakupe Adama be the head of economic management. So what journey for economic management team? Have you and your team not failed? You have all failed.
But
and on that basis alone,
you can say Kingsley mean defender, but one who say the current internal politics in MPP Osafo
yes,
and Oforiata. There were these allegations said they were sabotaging this gentleman. The first tenor of Ronaldo was disappointing. Right now, no some person like influence so much, sir. These are some of the allegations.
Abacha, maybe you can dwell in the arena of speculation. I'm not going to do that with you.
Abacha, they all can
we can't go and buy with you too.
I understand.
But
speculative based on.
Yes. Oh yes, and actually, but what I'm saying to you is, again, whether somebody sabotage, but I know there's something more. I'm talking about the work I gave to Dr. Bamia.
Okay.
The work I, Kingsley, as a Ghanaian, for which I'm paying taxes, the work I gave to him is what I'm talking about. And no matter who sabotage, who does not, and instead of the same Dr. Bamia who came and told us, Dr. Bamia, he has blocked the dollar and given the key to IT. So at least he can't really have the decency to come and tell you, oh, my brothers and sisters, even though I say I'm not the CD is not lockable. Can't you say that to us as the people of Ghana? At least come and confess something to us. About that, Dr. Bamia made several statements in that one presentation, and no matter where you pick it from, it doesn't make sense. You know the same Dr. Bamia who told us about 2018 because of the introduction of this.
Don't say it doesn't make sense.
Everybody, every Ghanaian will have a bank account. You know the same Dr. Bamia.
Yeah, but these things, you should know better. These things are political talk. Now, even for every Ghanaian to have, for everybody, Kingsley, sometimes let's be very real. For every Ghanaian to have a bank account, a preference. Some people will even, you can't mandate everyone to have it. Or the right and go open. Up to date, I'm Ghana phobia, they still keep money home. I don't say because our mentality,
Okay.
No,
but you see, Abacha, you see, I disagree with you very strongly because the same way I disagree with people who say Ghanaians are lazy, again, you did not say that. The same way I disagree with the people who say Ghanaians are lazy, the same way I disagreed with people who say Ghanaians are some way, or Ghanaians are dirty, and that's why Ghana is dirty, and other countries are not dirty. I disagree. With the right environment, why there is a reason why people don't keep money in the bank. My uncle doesn't keep money in the bank. You know why? And I have made a video that you can just Google Kingsley's take on Ghana banks. And Kingsley Morton's take on Ghana banks. You will see, I documented it cleanly. If I have to go to the bank, and first of all, how many banks do you go to in America here and you get a big couch to sit down? But the banks in Ghana, every bank knows that you're coming to waste time. So they make you sit down in a couch. In a country where Dr. Bamia is yarning about digitization, where internet is not even stable. Huh? I don't even know how long, I don't know how many backups internet he has for him to be able to stay on the line. So you go to the bank and the bank tells you, oh, internet, come and sit down, go and sit down. In America here, you go to the bank, you get your money. So for somebody who doesn't want to go through all of that nonsense, they keep their money in the house. Abata, again, there are some Ghanaians who go, I, Kingsley, a very educated person, very, very educated person. I go to a bank, Circle Barclays Bank, and I'm standing right in front of the teller. I sign my signature, which I used to open my account in Barclays 14 years ago. And this girl said, you know what? There is a little difference in the signature. So please go to your branch. So I asked her, what is the purpose of the KYC? Knowing your customer. You took my address, you took my phone number. In America here, Abacha, do you know what they would do? They would just ask you, what is the last transaction? They could ask you, and I said, there is a million questions you can look at them. My date of birth. Several things are there. I'm standing right in front of you. You can see the picture and see that this is my face. Because you claim there is a difference between the signature, I should go to my branch. And you see, so if I talk to you, and I do a cry, that's the car. Would it not make more sense for me to carry the money on me? So if all of those bottlenecks are eliminated, yes, Ghanaians will have, everybody who doesn't want to keep money in the bank? Abacha, let us not do this to Ghanaians. The system is not working 24/7. So because the system is not working, the people are finding a way to fight for themselves. Right. Abacha, if that's right, why is the money in the bank in America? Because, anytime you need it there, you can get it.
You can get it, yes, that's true.
Exactly. So it is easy. Why would you bother keeping it in the house? But if you get to Ghana, if I'm coming to leave Accra to work for him, I have to go and carry money to the and put it back. So armed robbery is still going up because it is still lucrative. People attack people on the streets and they have a lot of money because people are traveling with money. But so what you say, Abacha, we do have two accounts who are 10,000, 20,000. We do you are maybe Misika. But the chances are that you can get to Kukuyo and then go to your branch and your branch is in Accra. So because of that, you rather carry it on yourself. Those are the things, those are the bottlenecks Ghanaians don't want to deal with. Our focus in Ghana in the banking system is the kind of the size of your seat. In America, here you go and the people are wearing t-shirts. They want to deliver on the service. They're just wearing flip-flops and they're standing there in front of you. There is no couch. Just go straight to the place and you get served. So they want to deliver service to you. You go to the court and the judge is wearing a jeans and a t-shirt and he's delivering the law. Right. Not that you are wearing a big wig and a coat.
Kingsley,
that is the problem.
Kingsley, you know, wrap it up.
Yes, and make on say the problem is that not about them. Now, all the things Dr. Bamia is not digitization. About a business, so about her. Yes,
my day.
So what about her?
No, I don't. I'm not a citizen yet.
Okay, but I'm not for the Mutaba Hano. Good. I'm not for the Mutaba Hano. Can't be I'm using the Tuaba.
Well, no ID. Just your ID. Or passport.
Okay, yeah. I mean, myself, let me show. I just want to show you something. Why?
Your ID.
The same thing now. No, you can't say the same thing.
It's the same driver's license now. Yeah, the same ID. Yeah.
Good. Me partner card Ben I said, we better to come from Worcester to New York. Card Ben I use.
The driver's license now, even from US, from Boston to Accra, I use my driver's license. Nobody asked me about my green card or my passport. All what they want to verify was my driver's license.
Good. Now, Abacha, Dr. Bamia talking about digitization, and he's the same person. And you heard him digitize DCLA, digitize Ghana the same, and they say I'm digitized Ghana airport. No matter how difficult it is for us to have one card. Today, as we speak, my Ghana wallet, I have my Ghana driving license in there, my Ghana National Health Insurance card, I have my Ghana driving license, I have my Ghana passport, I have my Ghana Social Security card from SNIT. I have 6-7 cards in that wallet. And as Abamia is telling you about, I say, I'm digitizing, and I'm digitizing all of them one by one. No, you are not digitizing. You are changing the system from manual to electronic. That is completely different from digitizing. When you digitize Abacha, you have one card, just like the new workers here. When the police officer sees you, he just says license and registration. When they get to the airport, they ask for the same number. Once they key that number in, everything of yours is there. Your home address, how tall you are, how short you are, where you came from, where you went to, it is all there. That is digitization. And because the internet works, so when the police officer, everything pop up immediately. Build a solid fiber optic backbone. So Muhammad started it from Accra all the way to the Ogatanga, building a solid fiber optic backbone. When you have that, the police officer who pull you over on the street can be able to key in and get every detail immediately. Today, even in Ghana, you are asking you that come and register your SIM card. And that SIM card, when you come to register, just go online and register it. And you people go online and register, and they cannot register. You still have to go physically to MTN office. Even though you have registered Ghana card, you take the Ghana card to a bank. I don't know if the Lord can confirm or deny. Up to today, my understanding is that every Ghana card is still not accepted in our banks today. Our cards are still not vote. You use the same card in America to vote. But in Ghana, you have a voter card, which I have. You have all of these other cards. What kind of digitization is that about? Is that a digitization? No. You are changing the system into electronic. So he talks about how he went to the birth registry and then he saw a lot of papers and then you were able to change it onto the computer. And that is electronics. You just change it to electronically and put it on some website. But that is not digitization. What is digitization? I key it to one number and it gives me an idea of date of birth, where you were born, which car you drive, which house you live in, how your medical status. It gives me access to everything, so long as I am allowed as an officer to have access to it. That is what is called digitization. Digitization is where, as a country, you depend on another country's system like GPS. America owns GPS. People hear it clearly. The American Navy owns GPS. Russia owns Kronos. The Galileo is owned by the European Union. See, so long as you can send into orbit 24 satellites, and China has 23 satellites as we speak. India is building, they've just wanted to 16 satellites. Every country is trying to build their own constellation. And so once you build your full set of constellations, America is the one that has the highest. 32. They have 8 extra. And they are hoping that they will be able to get 48. That will give your altitude as well, Abacha. So currently, the ones America has, once you have a set of 24, it's able to tell your latitudes and longitudes. But once the America had another set of 12, 36, they will be able to get your location altitudely. So that if you're on the second floor, it can tell. If you're on the third floor, it can tell. That is where the world is going to. Now, Ghana is saying that our whole addressing system will be on America's thing, that America is still giving some house of free for now.
All right, Kingsley.
Does that even make sense to you?
One my expertise knowledge, point, Mr. And wrap it up now. Of soon take it. Can I any last topic in because right now, from what has happened, as I make last, you see, there were 4 topics. As I make third and fourth in the book, that will be very short on that, and that was a very important topic. But anyway,
so to end this, maybe a lot that can also just about friend, and he's a nice guy. Trying to say Dr. Bawumia is just difficult and all of that. Look, Dr. Bawumia is a failure. He was sold to the people of Ghana, and you see that even already Alan Samati, the practical economy. They have come to realize that the guy that went and did copy and paste and come and speak to the people of Ghana. I read almost everything Dr. Bawumia, including his presentation. On special adjustment has read about many. And he continued to prove that in office. He was never an economist, he was an important, and that's why he went away. So he got point and electronic understanding that I feel like now Ghanaians have become so knowledgeable in economics, you cannot lie to them anymore. So let me go to an area, electronics, digital, where he thinks the Ghanaians don't understand. So I can wonder them there. And that is why people were shouting and screaming. Now you can be able to buy medicine online. Now you can be able to drive with GPS technology. Yeah, you can be able to get a passport. Yeah. That is the trick that Abamia is trying to use on the people of Ghana. It is unfortunate. He needs to come back and work in the office that we appointed him to be at.
Casey, your point is well made. All right, guys, let's do this. I do say you're on the line. I do say.
Yeah, me wa.
Say, what joining you later now? Say, yani I can't share sir.
Oh, me joining digitization come on.
I don't know. You did your first one. Nanani ya Bruni. We don't want to go back. If you don't mind, I am bodao. I am focusing on digitization. So, person will help you. Now, if we are over last topic because your other colleagues are picking your name closely because Kingsley now they say you go more than 6:30. You see the kind of time I offer. So let's do this, guys. Let's stay near your last topic. You know why? Yeah, do say. Well, what is your take on digitization? When you say which press conference, maybe. So the we need to say that monitor or social media. I mean, say yeah, I'm to watch your mouth too. So what is your take on that?
Me now. Fortunately for me, so no, me IT professional.
Okay. Only so about having said any more profile and one small correlations. And that's what Obuame with
me. I can confidently say
we'll talk after the show.
Yeah.
And after show.
No problem. I can confidently say is that I've worked constantly with the biggest insurance company in the country as an engineer for
that's good.
More than 6 or 7 years.
That's good. You said voice not about to
I understand. At least I understand computer. The first thing is okay.
Say SIC the second. If you know about how SIC the another WFG.
It's educated. I don't know which one is the biggest one now. So educated.
I'm talking about the biggest insurance company in America.
Okay. Thank you for your knowledge.
Congratulations.
Yeah, at least. So, Ghana for now. So, at least, your group now, your woman, we answer at GPS. No, there was some kind of argument. And I'm saying 3x4 computer phone. People even said, I don't have the bigger picture. And then I made it hard name about 2 group in big picture. So that I thought I was that time now they say at GPS. Now GPS locator or Facebook. He will do a WhatsApp. Hey, free. There's almost a million for MI. You know the stupidity of it is when I say. And I'm saying Google API no. And also your GPS collect data. They won't find a commercial application. Google signed the API number you see the free because in the background also collects it. But you quiet to me command contract MOBGA and can say the Panagia and they say 400,000 a year for something that could have been free or without even borrow something that is how if you allow or make person to use your charge for computer or your charge for digitalization. That's where it's in Ghana and you hear digitalization. What I say, and Baumia is doing digitization. Digitization, nobody needs it because I know there is a basic computer that converts it and your manual to computer. For example, instead of walking to the post office to get a passport form, you can download it. And no, that's not really fixed for the economy. And in a place like Ghana where, excuse me to say, people are not time conscious, that time now was able to they can't quantify it into money or use it wisely. Okay, one man download it. So for me here is what I'm thinking. And the reason the first was time to make us okay about me was it was a little bit off track or oriented. But then what he's actually doing is the digitization, which is the useless form of IT that will.
I just say, my young the difference now, Hannah. What's it?
Digitalization, no, yes, sir. digitization. Okay, let's do it. So digit is zeros and ones,
Yes,
right?
take
So
it.
when somebody says he's turning something into digits, the person is technically turning the thing into zeros.
Okay.
So if Bamiya says he's digitizing the passport form or something, the passport form, you can pick it as a paper. But now he's turning it to zeros and ones. That's what that means is that the computer can get it over a PDF format and print it to the printer over the line. The computer to computer transfer that is going over the line is being transferred between zeros and ones. So those are digits. So those are the digitization. You get it?
Digitalization. Those are what?
So
Digitalization.
that is
D-I...
a digitization.
Remember,
Yes. Now
D-I-G-I-T-A.
digitalize all the I in the then you are
Digit.
coming to yes, digit. So Baumia is just doing the digitization. So what he's doing,
Okay. I
he
see
has
what you mean.
named it correctly, and he's doing exactly the same thing which is a man council. And a lot of Ghanaians don't understand what is happening. So
I
they are
see.
going.
It makes sense
I mean,
now.
what is the point in buying a grow online? You can buy it on Walmart, you can buy it on CVS. Private sector now more from more and give them the passport.
All right. Edu say
Give
na
us
wo
then yes.
very right no. Ono na ya friend ya throw Mr. Edu say as someone. Okay, Edu say go on. We are enjoying or
Yes.
education at the mind.
So now when you want to do digitalization, then now you try to bring all these downloaded PDFs, the save data, the connect data way, the connect way, so that now we can make very, very good business decisions, and then good business decisions are able to improve economy. No? Good business decisions are able to reduce corruption. Good business decisions are able to so that I said, because what it really means to say right now we should be headed towards something like e-government, right? Where we take the people, a lot of people's hands off so that the computer can make those decisions and to be less of a bribery or nature. But then, like I say, being covered from our post office, it need download. I don't know how that is going to prevent corruption of going. That's what I'm saying. An economy like ours, where traffic lights we need to be given 2 hours on our foot on farm. Okay, I say clear traffic now, not you turn to traffic being moving fast. You know, so as I say, a 33 baby, and I'm growing it too much. And what I think in this, me is just joking. Me now in the ready baby to say WhatsApp. Say right now WhatsApp wants to do that. WhatsApp already had the GPS in it already. To outside because I feel number who said a lot of Ghanaians are using WhatsApp. Into Google forecast so that they will add our data into the Google Maps. You are so already excuse me. I think say who did him like what I said, because before you did that as I see GPS and took that amount of money from us, WhatsApp was equally popular. Facebook was popular. They were all using the location stuff. If you are saying now, I then are saying now over say the WhatsApp is popular our million, and now you are coming now incorporate the WhatsApp data now Ghana for Abu Google. I mean now over the address not to so and I then Ghana and anytime I came to Accra, before I traveled here 2010, before then let me see Google Map. We call Donna. You go for Donna.
Oh no, I just wanted to say something. I to be fair to the people. To be fair to the people, no. Because as I see GPS, no, it has been on Google Store for free, and it is still there till today. It is still free. The same one, that is what the guys copied and changed the name into Ghana Post GPS. I don't Ghana Post GMI. That is what we paid for. We didn't pay for Asasi GPS. We didn't pay for Asasi GPS. Still there. So let's be fair to that. It's the same company, though.
Sorry.
Nanaya used to work with MTN. He built the both of them.
What
are you saying?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the point is that one of them, is free. You know, I on one was the second one is free. The other thing you know, so it's the same argument I'm trying to use here. The Google, no, so yeah, we used to be I'm free up. basketball because they think this. And at data, no, they've been picking it all along. Or WhatsApp or Facebook. So some person plus yeah, they know. We are in the AI world, so they know when you sleep. Okay, yeah, what America have tried. Oh, sorry, I was now film Google there. For officer now for block now for my because Google knows that around this time of the day, around this time, you're either going to be. You get it? They are doing the AI under everything that we already have. About me, I never can't say Google, you know. So a lot of things in anyone of kind now, and I think say the madam from the time he's trying to hide behind the BIA in INCA. Okay, and I can yet Ghana for open a year. Country I offer computer or computer science back to complain. Because work of economy.
Oh, to come and give lectures on this. All right, go ahead.
Only your charge in digitalization or making your system such that you can improve the economy. That is totally the wrong place to start. And the economy now, they are man and NFL. And let's look at the performance over there. It is you heard the performance no for not why their money be being here. Our the amount of money at the Friday. And I also thinking because I've been thinking for the past few days to say, why is the man doing that? If you know the reason I am arguing is ABR. Okay, to say only you say about the internal policy. So if you are saying only baby or Benjamin because Baumia can never come and stand in front of any Ghanaian tell them about what you can do for the country. But I say, what try the 30 billion year or buy a man of 200 billion. A man of over 6 times the amount of money of time, the basic road, the basic the better, the better, who you to a man of 200 billion. So maybe he now wants to hide behind the computer, so that now we're senior impressive step or more wins today. Because I mean, how can you tell somebody that you know the ID card and the data information and you know the better not on the and then on my friend for the radio so there only prove about me as no kind of make sense. That's the most that I say or Korean travel card. I would do Kotokana or far one secretary. And he was like, or yeah, I know your ID card. And I'm like, dude, what you just described is a green card. Yeah, you know, a green card in the more. Because we are going to buy a group. What I say, when we are coming to our own country,
I always go with driver's license.
Abacha, but they still take your passport and stamp inside Abacha. They still take your passport and stamp
when
inside.
I get to Ghana, normally yes, sir. But from US,
yes, the country needs to know.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But the point is, the country needs to know. But over America, all you do driver's license, they know. And the point is, the data is internal to them. You know, they have a way to manipulate it. The Ghana card, makes sense. Now, part of the Ghana card, no, but the best are not carried from America. America, no database men or verify who crowd address. I who is a Ghana card, no address, no cry a virtual address. And yet, the card address is a same here. Over to me, I could, you know, BPAB. Now, what the address need for your Ghana card. I think to be a better now America for the power for you are physical address. You get it. So it's about time as you're drinking on my way. And as opposition and this is also I won't probably only my daily. Now pick your day no one by one. On church, I do okay, yes, and because I say on my side the proposal for Gaba on I did before. A Juma week, no more Baba G 20 million, no, the move 5 million, they are far for any something. So that because right now I don't see where this is going. Like in deep as well, work for money. So that is all I want to say.
All right, thank you very much. Offer, offer the Lucino. Yes, the Lucy offer. That's fine. Guys, let's do this. Mommy, end this our topic with you. When I started with the IGP. Which is Mr. Dampare, okay? Obaye no, ejuma oye no, yemu bebre yehu what the man is doing. Me say odo oni nipa kra wa asema always look at nipa no, service or deliver no. Never assess no. Go beyond only a personal relationship. Look, Dampare ejuma oye, so far I would say so good. But the point is, So we build the idea 100 journey pa. Now we started 25 for pet. Now we concluding on it, so we deliver. I don't think it's a fair judgment. So you're testing up to 75%. Now you have a lot of arrests be our year. From certain celebrities be affairs and almost bonny and near job no mining. Dampare is trying to install that democratic discipline, that culture of rule of law, say when you're above the law, irrespective of your status in the society. So it's any economic, political, social background. But my question is, are they going to limit it to certain low-profile celebrities and a certain low-profile public figures? Certain high people so will place here, you bet you or not. Continuously, you will be. Moment started off from the arrest of Medical Shatawale. And you back the religious side and so I mean, you see, Prophet Ozubembe's situation was a case study. It's a case study in the sense that the alliance with MPP or the loyalty with MPP in the Quran and stop you from the arrest. They did it. So if this is how the IGP is going to look at the position of the law, Obiabe salute, Obiabe encourage, But so our ulterior motive so and all they set it pace be Amaya GD so that or the best execute certain agenda that will also be discussed. And no say are they in focus on because there's another theory. We'll get into that aspect. May arrest our young arrest our young I think say he's on the right course. But where there's freedom of speech, concern or hana, what I'm focusing on. Now he's trying to tell them says our prophecies are so for the banner. Omubana so to mean substantiate and so to mean prove here. What happens? Therefore, he's gonna go after them. Yahoo, a case study of member of parliament, which is what's his name? Oh, Savio Sasu, right? He was my senior at University of Ghana. A very smart guy for what I learned about. Francis Susu, yes. I know so a lawyer right now. But I old Vanda, I believe no legal. Old Vanda, but no, he senior. Maybe no be.
He has been a lawyer for a long time.
Okay. This guy, LED demonstration on Medina. There was nothing. What they are trying to say is, one second permit. 2, charges normally are bunny, and none of assess it. So I'll cause it damage to certain public property. Okay. But the arrest of parliamentarian, on say, can you say, way by a law, and I say, you shouldn't look into the rulings of Ghana Supreme Court. Metie Pebu, a very respected lawyer, I admire him so much. For simple because not because of Nejuma and I said the way always here humble. The way he analyzed or any legal arguments, he doesn't sway by politics. He addresses it based on the objectivity, what the law says, and what his anticipation of the spirit of the law says. Savius, sorry, that's Pebu. Pebu and somehow agree with Right Honorable Bagwin. In the sense that Bagwin said the house will not be used as a safe haven to host criminals. Yes. And no the interpretation of the law now. A civil duty na parliamentarians a committee na say you issue civil order or civil arrest on them and as immunity no they protect no. But criminal issues it doesn't. In the baby and Crawford be suggest say all chases services soon or they set a page be into sa conspiracy theory now start to say on person they are normally arrested the opposition leader John Dramani Mahama so that in the moment they start investigation with him he's barred from contesting the 2024 election because of a threat to the MPP in 2024 and they no doubt nobody can question that. Now many in this in didn't come catch Dr. Dufo and the they may be good candidates but not for now. Because right now, it's NDC who rather needs Mahama more than Mahama needs NDC. Because that sympathy votes in the crowd is going to go in favor of the man. Aside Ninjumano, this is a conversation I'm going to be. So now, but you're from this angle. Say, you're a member of parliament. Because you as a certain president cannot be arrested or cannot be sued on civil issues because they have a distracted or major. But we be an internal officer, that's so a statute of limitation, ultimate civil action. But say Joe Biden, assuming say ne or commit a criminal offense, you can arrest him. That is the position of the U.S. Supreme Court, and that is the position of the Constitution. The same thing applies to Ghana. The so I feel who say no. First, now you give you general immunity. The amount say is both civil and criminal, but that is not what it is. But so if we should go by the analysis of people and some of the lawyers now, I think that what Dampare did in regards to Sosuno, he didn't go wrong. Guys, now addressing it from there. Say, I saw for it there now. In a way, I saw a person because some arguments and me not me become, but me didn't say them. Because it's not the be issue because religious bodies and it's our more prophecy, those are spiritual issues. There is no way to be any physical interpretations. But to him, no, a Bible disturb public in ADR, you have to come and prove it. Over US, especially state of Massachusetts, or more court to be a friend of the ecclesiastical court, or yes. Basically, almost try spiritual issues. Almost you saw my appellate court in the DSR in certain sections. Ghana, you decided to be considered, but you're yes, I know money more. He said, no, because giving the prophecy not say spiritual. Not Dampare is going after the personal. Two things, one, Dampare is trying to suppress the freedom of expression of certain religious people. Two, he's going after religious freedom. That is also very dangerous. These are fundamental human rights. Now, you share Sosu any public figures and arrest I be mostly a or certain stage be a deep into certain conspiracy theory. So yes, I know the John Dramani Mahama. That is one. And now let's look at it from general perspective. Religious freedom and free press. The performance or the modus of operandi of this new IGP. I mean, Obi take be is fine. Obi and take because time 7:15. Lord, you better start it from you because on the whole time in Ghana right now is around. It's almost 1 a.m. That's not fair, Lord.
No.
And the Upa only you grab it and drop it. That'll be fine. Bye.
Oh, but I'm good. I'm well prepared for today. So.
All right, sure. Thank you.
I'm not going to sleep on you again.
Yes, by the way, that's all on you.
Yeah. With regard to Dampare, he's doing well.
Okay.
He's doing very, very well. The later part of the statement that you made, that the theory part that they are looking to have an opening to arrest Sosu, then later to His Excellency John Dramani. That one I cannot, I do not deal with such stuff. If it should go that way, that means we are preparing ourselves or preparing himself for national security something, because it won't be easy. Should that assumption ever happen? But to me, like I said, what he's doing is you cannot just get up and say certain things, get up and do certain things, and be left to go scot-free. I feel with regards to Sosu, there may be something that orchestrated to say a better Sosu. They will arrest him because if there's a demonstration, and he wrote a letter to the police that there will be a demonstration, and according to the police, he burned tires and obstructed vehicular movement. I don't know if the police did receive their letter or something, that there will be that kind of demonstration, and the place that the demonstration was going to take place, they had a fair knowledge of it. Almost block the road and all of that. If the police had it before the demonstration occurred, that would mean that, in quote, the police have something up their sleeves, so or more arresting, and they are going to keep him with him. The meaning said no na speaker no any step of into our own person will be released, you know. I don't know, but it is their job for the police to see to the peace, or they're supposed to protect us. It is if they are inviting you, I don't know what it is. If it's just inviting for some sort of for the AC, but according to what I was listening to earlier today, I heard that if that is the case, the police can even come to the parliament, the office. The speaker gives them the police office for any member to be interrogated by the police, and not specifically, for the member of parliament to go to the police headquarters or whatever. That there's a case with regards to Akore Casey. There are members of parliament that are under investigation for certain things.
Yeah, John, what's his name? Abu Jinapo brother, no? John Jinapo. An almost investigating on our energy issue, no? Yes.
And yeah, there are more than 5 MPs. They come to the parliament. They don't go to the police headquarters. Said they've gotten a tip off. Said they want to keep him and arrest him and actually, distract the dealings of the house, like the speaker was saying. Until now, I'm a speaker no holding on to our own release, and my friend is saying the police. I don't think this is such a big deal that should make all of this happen. Nobody died. The Ghana that we are in is amazing. It's amazing. So let's overtake it from here.
Offer it's not on the line. We can go to Kingsley, then we end up with it. You say, then we call it a day.
You see, Abacha.
Yes, boss.
It is very easy for you to fall for the antics of Dampari. Very easy. This whole issue, my only concern and my only thing that I said is that we should be happy for Francis Osu. And I pray that if the roads are not done and NDC government comes to power, he should lead the people of Medina to demonstrate again. When I was running for my MP race, one thing that I promised my people was that I don't care who government is in power. If our part of the national cake is not coming to us, as far as bad rules continue to exist in my constituency, I was going to lead them to demonstrate against whichever government is in power, because it is their day that I represent. So Sue decided, so I've done a lot over the years that have proven that he adhered for his people. So Sue was the first MP to stop using his vehicle, official vehicle, the V8, because of petrol prices and trying to sympathize with the people. Now, this is not the first time, just like you are saying. The request of the police service was that they want to take Sosu's statement. We not even got into investigation yet. The thing has happened just like in every practice, every place in the world. The thing just happened. So we want to take everybody who was involved or the stakeholders, their statement. So the Ghana police said, we want Sosu to come in for statement. And the speaker said, just like some of you have mentioned, don't call the same Abu, John, the same. Under Michael Quay, the MPP Michael Quay, he said, no, I can't release him to you. You can come to the Speaker's Chambers conference room and take his statement. If there is a need for me to release him, I will. You see, Abacha, some of these things we may not be happy with it, but you see, we are a country. There are very few things that, as annoying as they may be, as rubber stamp MPs that we may have, at least the dignity that we have for them still exists. Abacha, imagine that a police officer can just, for frivolous reasons, put his hand in the pants of an MP and just lift him the way we just with peace in Ghana, and then walk with an MP through the street of Accra. Or through anywhere, even the MP can go to the village, and then he say he's arrested. You wouldn't sign up bone trousers. I wouldn't call politician. Based on some of those things and decency, Mr. Don't touch the MP. If you need him, talk to the speaker and let the speaker release him to you. The same applies to our ambassadors. Ambassadors in Ghana, why? If ambassadors can be above the law of arrest, and then you have to make a proper request for him to come or not come if you want to, how can you think, sir, the Parliament of Ghana has, no matter what it is, that is our law. You don't just go to a church in a Rambo-style motion to arrest him.
Now you unacceptable. Because certain religious institutions, and even when there's a coup d'etat, that's will be typical examples. Okay, I mean, these are the places are under the United Nations and Geneva Convention. Religious bodies, even wartime, you don't have to attack them. Also, no more question US for. A bombs attack a certain mosque and then Sanyo man. Our church one day, it was a what dear, I'm almost step almost go beyond on boundaries. That's reading
you can, you cannot do that. And now the issue is this. You talk about religious leaders, Pastor, you see, that was a trick. But to be fair to the people of Ghana and to the listeners, Dampari has not arrested anybody yet who is speaking for Anadora Kwakupadu. The thing about Super you are speaking, ask the Ghanaian, ask God. Nothing also we can't know. Before the arrest, also in one of the video, he made statements that were in advantage of John Mahama. If you try to know.
Oh no, that was a church. Church as a Minoka said.
No. I'm saying that before his arrest. If you're not aware, you can say
I'm a Kingsley. And I may quote you say a way na me privy to. And yeah, I sorry no kaka say 2024 election no. I don't know switch it from. In a way, impliedly not such as a free MP for answer. And I know na work and was.
Okay. I'm saying say he made some of those statements that Nanado and his people were not happy about.
Okay, and I was also making statement about Baumia. I'm coming. Make a statement about Baumia. The religion. Okay, so all right.
So I'm building it. Chatawale also did the same thing. He spoke. Why you didn't remember? I go great, and I know the video go. He talk. The man have been vocal, and people they follow this voice. So what can we do to put some fear into it? Why, Abacha, have you not seen the Festus niggers gun wielding in public?
Yeah, he's not the only one. I said a issue will be. A issue with that incident will be. How a concern will be. You see, this is the issue with many IGP. It's a conspiracy theory, you know. Okay, go ahead, Casey. I don't want to interject.
Indeed, good. The point I'm making to you is that everybody else that have been arrested so far are people who you can clearly see that there is some undertone of political witch hunting or someone that they feel comfortable. A fierce nigga has been seeking for them till today. So even though people publicly and widely circulated his videos, until the arrest. But Dampari said, no, bring him in. Why? Then all of a sudden, people like Efia Shaziniga can brandish guns. People like our Kumsin can brandish guns, but go free. No, clearly there is a political undertone there, and so no, he is not. They say, and by the way, these are great. They are frivolous. They are useless to our country. They are not helping our country. They are not. And you see, Abacha, if you have had a bad, and again, I'm not advocating for bad, But I'm saying that if you have had a bad system, when people do things anyhow, if you genuinely want formation or attitude change, the first thing you do is what? You are now. And I guess that. You have to be fair to the people. You just go out and say, hey, hitherto, you guys were doing A, B, C, D. From this day forward, this is what we expect, and this is what we want to see. And that nobody should do A, B, C, D. You know, if you are going to arrest people that have done things in the past, then arrest everybody. Even though it may still not be fair. Yes. We had a lawless state in 2016. People were misbehaving anyhow, especially when the person is not, doesn't look like a criminal or can answer his question. Just bring the person in. Why? The arguments that were made in some of the cases is that the person is a threat, blah, 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 blah. The argument was not that the person, where did you get a gun from? How is that? No. Most of the arguments were just frivolous. Completely frivolous. So I'm saying that we need to build a country that we are honest with ourselves. We need to build a country. Oh, where's the padlock? We need to build a country where we know what we are looking for doing as a people, and we go for that genuinely. There is so much that is going wrong in our country. So much that is going wrong. We still have to today in our country, Lord, who attest to children who just put red and blue lights on their car and they're just driving through our country anyhow. In America, how many cars do you see blue lights with? How many cars do you see blue lights with? But in Ghana today, anybody at all can install blue lights on his car and then wait, and just drive past.
Yeah. I think that issue has been, I'm saying, almost addressed this issue. We call Ghana and make complain. Because per law, the vice president can enjoy that privilege. No, it's only the president and the speaker. And I think, not even the Supreme Court justice, speaker and the president, and they say siren they did your money. But everybody is doing it because of traffic and everything. Man, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but
yeah. Now,
go ahead, Kingsley.
The issue of traffic, yes, it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. But we should go ahead, go to Parliament and pass a law. Pass a law. And whenever anybody flouts a law, you can then arrest him properly. It's the same thing about prostitution in Ghana. My first book, one of my first articles that I wrote and published in Ghana was legalizing prostitution in Ghana. People said, oh, why would I think like that? I'm saying that because currently there is no law. And so because there is no law, what our police people do is that they arrest these girls, and in some cases, you say I shouldn't use the word. In some cases, they stop the car on the way, chop them, and release them. Collect their money and release them. That, because you can't take the person to any court, so they do all kind of things to them and release them. But when they put in a law, where we have legalization, some of the things that I recommended in that article was that we should have a country where we, as a people, if you want a license, go through counseling, and then if you insist, because when I was writing paper, I have to speak to a lot of girls around the Togo embassy and all of that. Some of them, they said they didn't plan to come and stay in Ghana. Someone lied to us that I'm taking us to Saudi Arabia. We got to Ghana, they took our passport from NASA, they said we should work. So they jumped on the street because they didn't have a choice. But if there was a process like that, they would have gone in, and maybe somebody would have given them money to go back to their country. Some of them, genuinely, some people's mother were just sick, and they just wanted to help, and they are still in it. I met a girl who works today in MTN, whose mother died in 1100. The only man who wanted to be there for her, an uncle, decided that each time you come out, go chop. And the girl went through that, and gradually just expanded their business. She finished Legon. The church didn't step in to help this girl, so this girl has to do what she takes. What I'm saying is that let's pass a law properly. That every church, you are not allowed to show, for example, miracles on any form of television. Now, if you show a miracle on that form in that form, then our duty as a country will be that we'll give you the same opportunity. We'll take you to Ankafo, heal them. We'll take you to G, heal them. If you are not able to do it, then of course the law is going to come after you. But and again, this is not your worry. This is your worry. The lawlessness in Ghana, the armed robbery in Ghana, the lawlessness on our street, the issue of land guards and other things. Now, so for we, yes, they are robbing people from left, right, center. But so are the police on the street of Ghana, also robbing us. Now, this one is the one that the Dampare will carry and want to deal with now. Abacha, I am saying, sir, we need to have people scream and shout, Dampare, that so far, for me, almost everything he has done has had serious political connotations, has had serious political class around it, and that is where he is going to. And he ended the analogy that you gave is again, Ghana is a country where you never say never, especially when somebody in another power, he can't do anything. And Dampare, again, why is Dampare still acting? And how long is he going to be acting? What is he expected to be there to do before they finish? They make him a substantive IGP.
Oh, he is
and so
now.
long as you are acting, since when?
Oh, no, now confirming. Oh, yeah, we saw colleagues online. He's been confirmed.
Oh, that is interesting. I'm happy for him.
Now, I do say, Lord.
Yeah, me.
Onya was Nanado, Excellency, I confirm it, Dampare. Yeah, he's been confirmed. All right, Kissy, what do you move here?
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Now, so if the things that Dampare has done and it's doing, I'm saying, unfortunately, I don't see it. I want to.
All right, Kingsley.
I think you're reconnect.
Yeah, you're right.
I think you can drop the little bit.
Yeah, Kingsley, conclude my name.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so, but unfortunately, I want to be one of the people who sees his actions are genuine. But so far, I am not impressed. Almost everybody has invested the government or the president. And like I'm saying, like we have been given examples here, just as big as gun brandishing in public, we have all seen it. I don't know what it will take for the president to act upon that. Unless you say something against the man, he will not be back. Our committees, we all saw it. And all of these things are in the past. They were before his tenure. And he's going after them. So go after all of them and do it. But this kind of judicial, this kind of justice that you choose and pick is just dangerous for our country. It may look like Chetawali, but it is not just a matter of Chetawali. If he has not come to say the things that you say, you go, and now you get the country down. He has not said it. He would have been going to the that he's going to do it. But it is just the continuation of another proof that he hates freedom of speech, that he doesn't want anybody to speak against him. And that is it. I was did you see when he said in this thing that as a media,
Kingsley. Online, I don't know. Yeah. So I've on and off.
I just left my business.
You left where? Your office?
That is how come there. Yes.
All right, now you're not concluding my year because him say road now and so reception is not doing too well. So you're not side of my.
So yes, and you know, if he is when he begins to work, for now not here. What he's doing is a political witch hunt, and he is picking carefully people that he will pick, and he will not step on anybody's toes. And that is it for me with that.
All right, Kingsley, thank you very much. I do say conclude my year. Now,
okay, so
has free speech come under attack? Has religious speech come under attack? The course of Dampare is in the right direction or not?
No. So I've seen IGP in my small life, and before I was established, I think I would say he has been the most proactive.
Right.
Chatawale, I mean, Ghana was getting to the point where some people could say that he's in Chatawale na Ukraino on a buy contractor Ukraino for Bobona. Again, and your master to me. You make sure kind of start to police uniform. So I was losing interest, and me and Kasano, Ghana police, in as much as and I want to say more, but I've not had such bad experience with the police. And I'm not saying those don't exist, but times are many time. I call usually na there be a mechanism plan crown and a hard. But time I'm no problem because and I'm in my catch order. Me a lorry fair for a generation.
I don't know scientists myself. Who scientists
Yeah,
experience,
so yeah, and no me do or no crown we they say this and I really any then after station of see that's some of these things now. And police force on be here will be a bit near a more according to crowd bit near for two to the fire. So that so you have to begin somewhere. There that part time the Kawali will not think as a soul boy will not think of so police and public space like that. So that's it. But then and again no I also think that you should add some kind of education to your media because police arrest then can you be a who be a can be proud with a semi fan invitation and I will be to say member of parliament or no crab is your man who be because technically he's not running. Yeah, I know a block. So usually then come in and me when this in a me drink enemy happen. What I would have done is honor the invitation. And see say because my me a crab is your man who be. So let's try something. What I say because at this point, you know, if you are even talking about something like leadership by example, I think there's a problem there because we know we are and one our shemra and you expect me to do it, but you don't honor a simple solution. So that then you hide behind the guys at the end, and then I saw the other connection, and I'm trying to even try to understand how are they even thinking about harassing them. Because take a lot of time. That one is a whole other situation. If you're not crowded, I don't even think anybody in his wise sense to do that. But you're not crowded, nothing when it's twice the sympathy vote now. For Ghana, for the Unipa. And I yes, former. So people even want to give them how much time. So when they get them on one come and no private. So I don't think any smart person is it. But now look at the situation there. And there are certain things that NDC, sometimes you think that okay, say the answer be in the room. So who do the party? I ensure that near a dear name. But I'm just see a home question. Which state people start to talk about now we do the back or come about one about one head of you know. There are some of these things what really do mentioning. So that's it. Because we do the virus it's as useless as anything. So the biggest opportunity is not for us. We do the time. Yeah, I see it. So that's it. The last very, very important in this so yeah, it was that here. So why are we doing that to ourselves? Recently, we are active in this German of America has think about it. Where the Apple can't work and send NDC communication, national communication, major community communication, oh yeah, Bruce, I think about it. What I say, Obano, or a politician or very time. We are high quality, but say, oh, many other, we can be asking them to you. Say they are brand big. Now, this time, if you also done a political thing in the NDC, case I ask you, like a protest year for 2 years. If I pay back what I as I made them see dinner, or then it's speak of it be a war. And we are trying to say something, say, the government will, or BB, yes, we have tried here, think about it. Baba, I am I will see America, how I do in the summer, 30 years, in a politician, the IM, or far number of and our I say, because we are away. Okay, so we are kind of politicizing everything to the point of the point is that if you know block the road may be against believe you guys. Let people write a statement, be a credible member of society, be a lawyer, be a everything, and tell yourself that America has tried it. Believe. I was driving, and I didn't know my license. She said, before I said, I don't know. And if you do, I afraid, I'll be my address in the name. Okay, woman, woman, I'm a man of time now for him. And crab for me, speaker. Yeah, you heard my address say, oh, I will say that. There have been times that many accidents, if I'm not in any accident, will behave erratically with that. And I'm a gun of what I'm cooking. But we'll be okay. America found an accident, well, we think the rest of you know, police family, any accident, you see, the police probably see some more barriers. I go, I use the reason. Okay, I said, because you're the packet here, and people will look up to you. It is a 1 hour for Shemran, and a police may enforce him. Police may enforce him, I will watch them. If you would be so. If they say the man was
Abacha, I do say, let's it was Muntaka and
no. In the church. No, in the church, no, Mr. Maybe video because it wasn't that Rambo style thing. No, in if for now,
my point to you is that all everybody was saying is that follow the procedure. The police have no right to invite an entity directly in Ghana. Period. That is the law.
So yes, that has been also some argument, but again, it's something I enemy of Joy FM. I think see some of them running the express there. Some running but in the two cases, no, the police were very, very right. And me, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not going to challenge that guy because I've listened to some of the arguments before. So you can also look for that. Last week,
yeah, I make it say several cases.
There is a clear situation. You're here, you know, it's a police friend. What I say?
Okay, and the speaker said he will release the guy.
No, I don't care about that. I will not. No, I don't care about it. No, listen. Yes, because the speaker is supposed to protect the image of the house. So he's also doing what he's supposed to do. And the point is, what does the law say? Does the law give the speaker the chance to do that? If the law is giving the speaker, very good. So listen, very point, I'm not accusing the speaker. I'm rather talking about Francis. So sooner I want making itself available. Now, no, the other kind of check there. The other don't tell me say, okay, I'm running there and power buso. But speaker no is protecting no. So or purpose here will speaker next. And do you think that is the best way to go with the Neoma effect here? Because the speaker is also within the law to protect him.
And gentlemen,
are you aware that absence from Parliament a number of times?
Yes. I definitely understand that, but absence of Parliament over a number of times, you know, and I make say we're just an invitation. Or no, as before Tenokran, every client is also throwing a statement to police station. Or basically, it's just an invitation. Sabi, and the training and who say arrest and say, yeah, say, okay, no, ya beg your soul. Now you don't know, be a show. Arrest can be a brand office near no one kata. Arrest can be so or more banner or being invited.
And they say, pass the paper channel. That's all.
Anyway, it can be any way.
Argument are more back and forth. I say, so some statement be about out. I say how the Interior Minister ordered police to back off from arresting Sasu at the church. So it means
ordered who?
Francis Susu, Savio Susu. Because it means the interior minister he wasn't in favor of what the combating forces and what they were doing. You see, that's why sometimes I also read the politics into it. So the IGP and his guys want to tell us, names are sorry, them don't you go. Yeah, you see, that's the problem.
I tell them we are sanctuary.
It is.
According to the areas, any deniability, national security.
Yeah, but so many are still they're under the security command.
I know, but we should also be very fair to the police.
But you see, this is the point. It's any police in Ghana arrest. You know the national security can.
National security police. I'm going to call you Judge Ankasa Wukumase Mo no. And I know my Delta Force.
Anyway,
they can do a lot of things in Ghana. I don't know. National security for Ghana, the police lady, at least I want to protect them a little bit and say that Paris is very. It's the extreme one. I am on about because Ghana I actually shut down the view of the party. I'll catch a piano, we keep watching anything you check. Okay. If you know, if you think Ghana, I think that the video, my intention for another gun or some for editing, I say, no, the game.
Oh, okay. But you see, that's how I come so. How I come so a similar issue. And I will. How I come so about to. Oh, okay. And your man is a benefit of doubt for now.
Yeah, case criminal cases now, the jurisdiction and you can bring it up or they are going to reverse it.
Oh, okay.
And I think the first time police were social media present or my announcement.
All right, gentlemen, let's call it a night. As always, let me say a big thank you to everyone. Kingsley, Edusei, Lord Quay, Wafa. As always, thank you very much for your time. Next week, hopefully the same time. It's Abishia. And the issues are discussing in the BNA. Yes, I will. I need Christ. Same to you, but you also need Christ. Martin. And Yami will be here. We are going to be saying, let's do this. And then you share Sewa Bruni. The Biamsmakan Bruni. You're talking about the national security. Panel members are educated here, but our mom says we shouldn't blame the national security. They failed. Because I want to go contrary to the commands of the president. It all comes back to system at the BIA. You need well-defined system. America, Clinton, or Joe Biden, side chick, ain't to me as well, body the F1. No way. No matter how, so because you see, if being a president doesn't mean you owe the asset of the country and you owe the entire country. It's very different from our country. Sometimes it makes you question the kind of democracy I hear practicing. I know that change. I say Baumier's digitalization. Tim said, "Oh yeah, me fire no." And this is my explanation on Lord also tackle from economic aspect, Kingsley so happy on the IT aspect, You know, it's just how you this you hear and you share age, Godfrey Odame versus the Parliament of Ghana, the IGP maintaining law and order. Free speech has come up, religious freedom has also come up. And normal way, and then you discuss it. As always, the Biamekano, what the Oba, you didn't hear. And then I show the band, you learn something from this. If I can't wait, so I mean, do BBS. Why BBS, you better recommend this over share program now, Eddie Amaye. A channel the spiritual word program from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. with Prophet Walker Afran. As I always say, Prophet Walker Sean Afran. And also, ever twice a channel. I apologize for your technical issue for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Now we are back. So, you may see now, Auntie can be a channel, but